they've cornered rice.
Well, that may bring on another crop of Nortons.
What are Nortons?
Don't you know? An old-time rice trader was the first and only emperor of the United States.
What United States?
These United States. Norton I, Emperor of the United States.
Now I know you're kidding.
No. Strange as it seems, a few years before the Civil War, the head of a bank in San Francisco was sitting at his desk signing some papers.
Norton is here. Shall I ask him to wait?
What? Keep an emperor waiting? I should say not. Show him in. Good morning, Emperor.
Morning, Edward. We would think more of you as a banker, Edward. If you would have your guests rise in the presence of their emperor.
Your Majesty, allow me to present...
Ah, we would be glad to meet your friend some other time, Edward. But this morning, the affairs of the empire are pressing. We are levying a tax on all banks. Yours is a steep one, Edward.
$4. That is pretty high. Let me understand this, Your Majesty. This is for the entire year, isn't it?
I shall levy no more taxes this year, except in case of national emergency. We're glad you're doing so well, Edward. As the banks prosper, so shall the empire.
What's all this nonsense about?
That was Norton I, Emperor of the United States.
Emperor? Lunatic. He ought to be put away.
Joshua Norton sacrificed a huge fortune to pay his debts when the market collapsed a few years ago. He also lost his mind. When you've done as much for the city of San Francisco as he did before the crash, perhaps we'll let you be emperor. And may your subjects love you as they do him.
To be able to appear in your fair city, a city so aptly termed the Queen of the Pacific by your own Emperor Norton. And if by your choice I am privileged to represent you in Washington, I solemnly promise to lay the foundation for that great future.
You need say no more. I, Norton I, Emperor of these United States, appoint you Senator.
Waiter, waiter!
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Where is my dinner? It's coming up directly, sir. You know it take a powerful long time to cook them special dishes. And they're gonna mount up to a big bill, too.
Bill? What bill?
Why, your bill.
What? Me pay this rental for my dinner? Do you know who I am?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
am
sir.
Norton
Excuse
I,
me, sir.
Emperor of these United States.
Yes.
Don't cross him. Give him anything he wants. I'll pay for it. That's Emperor Norton.
You mean the man is a king?
Well, sort of.
And you pay for it? Yes, sir. Your Majesty, I begs to announce that your dinner will be here immediate, if not sooner. And with your Majesty's permission, I cancel that glass of beer and bring you a bottle of the Empire's finest champagne with the compliments of the railroad.
And do you mean to say he always got away with that sort of thing?
No. Once he was arrested and brought into court.
Good evening, Your Majesty. Have you a charge against this man?
Masquerading as Emperor of the United States.
Is that the complete charge?
No, Your Honor. Suspected of insanity.
Did the prisoner commit a murder?
No, Your Honor.
Steal anything?
No.
Create a public disturbance?
No.
Well, officer, I fail to see a case. You've been overzealous in the performance of your duty, Your Majesty. The court wishes to apologize for the conduct of this officer. I doubt if the ruler of any other nation in the world could stand as guiltless before a court of judgment.
The courts of the Empire have always been just. Inform the officer that we have forgotten the incident.
In the future, please remember the respect that is due the Emperor of these United States and the Protector of Mexico.
Just Emperor of the United States, Judge. I dropped Mexico. Too much trouble down there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All provisions, Mr. Emperor.
Dismiss your company, but Freckles, tell your company not to dismiss their manners.
Company's dismissed. But the Emperor says, mind your P's and Q's.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Charge it to the Empire.
So for 23 years, the old fellow reigned until 1880, when a stroke carried him off, and the United States once more became a republic. The reign of Norton was truly a monument to human kindness, a conspiracy entered into by a whole city to protect an old man. San Francisco gave him a burial worthy of his rank. 10,000 citizens marched in his funeral procession. He was insane, but strange as it seems, honesty and sympathy won him an empire of voluntary subjects.